This business can make $60,000 a month, and you can start it from home right now with just your laptop. So it's an internet business, it's super easy to get going. There's zero barriers to entry. All you need to be able to do is just make videos. And the great part about this is that as you make these videos, it's naturally going to create inbound leads for a company that you can go start. And then that can level up into consulting. Then from there, you can level up into doing an agency. And from there, you can probably figure out how to make some type of software or some type of tool that you can sell to your audience based off of what you're seeing within your workflows and the workflows that you're automating. So the business that you're going to create today is going to be social media for XYZ industry. People are constantly trying to figure out, how do I do social media for my business? Whether that is a window washing company or a bakery or even an online business like e-commerce, etc. And so there's tons of search volume for those keyword phrases. So what you're going to do is create YouTube videos around these specific search keywords. So the things that people are looking for, you're going to teach them how to do social media for each of these different types of businesses, give them ideas, show them tactics, show them tools, etc. And then once you build these YouTube videos, you're going to naturally start getting people reaching out to you and being like, hey, you really know what you're doing. Can you just run our social media for us? So then that turns into a social media consultant. You can be doing freelance work through this. And this is a way to create inbound leads and trust through a free medium, which is YouTube. And then you're going to get to a level where you have too many clients for you to manage yourself. You're going to have to go and hire people. And I'm going to show you how to basically structure that, think about the economics of it, and then how do you think about the profit and loss of a company and really just how to operate a business at that scale. And then the final thing that we'll talk about is different tools that you'll probably discover or want to make as you start running and operating this business for your clients that other companies within this category will also want to purchase as well. And you can go and sell that to this audience. You can sell these tools to this audience. Hi, I'm Cody Schneider. I have 15 plus years of digital marketing experience. And the business you're going to start today is social media management for other companies. So let's dive in and start looking at the keyword phrases that are related to this that you're going to go and start making YouTube videos for. So social media is becoming more and more important for small businesses, and they're realizing this. They know that they have to have some type of social presence for them to be able to get any notoriety or really just any type of inbound leads or demand generation within the industry that they're in. And so when you go and you look at keywords that people are searching that are related to social media for, what we're doing here is we're isolating social media for XYZ long tail business. And so you can see all these different examples. So social media for dentists, let's just scroll down here, for tradesmen, for pest control, for all of these different types of businesses that are typically ran locally is what you're going to see with a lot of these. And so when you think about the structure of this company that you're going to end up creating, what you're doing is you're saying, hey, here's this global audience that I can service, right? So there's thousands of pest control companies in the United States and everywhere globally. There's also thousands of other different companies that are all looking for this type of social media management. And what your strategy is and what you're going to do is you're going to find all of these keywords, and I'm going to include these below within the description of this video. You can go and download those there. And you're going to go and you're going to make YouTube videos for all these different social media long tail keywords. So we're going to look at this example, social media for pest control. Let's go look on Google what comes up when we search that. So what we can see is there's a lot of tutorials talking about, okay, here's how you can do pest control for social media. But all this written content isn't super deep, doesn't provide a ton of value. What's going to provide more value and where people are going to end up is they're going to go and they're going to look that up on YouTube. And you can see this here. Here's videos, a year ago, only 768 views. And people get all hung up on the views around this. This is not what you should be focused on. You should be focused on, is there a high search intent, a high buyer ready search intent for somebody that searches this? If somebody is searching social media for pest control, there is a high intent that they are trying to figure out how to do social media for pest control and are very likely to outsource that management of their social media accounts to a company, especially if they're making a lot of money. Most pest control companies don't want to spend time on social media. They just want it to be done because they know that it creates leads. So if you can do that for them, you can come in and operate this for them, you're going to be incredibly valuable for them. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So let's just talk through this. So you're going to go and you're going to make videos showing all of the different ways that people can do social media for pest control. And the ideas of how to do this, you can just pull this from what's ranking on Google page 1 already, right? So all of this information, you can go and find this already, and you just talk through this and then show them, okay, here's how you can go and create media, edit videos using Canva. I'm going to then go and add it to Hootsuite and schedule that out and show them that whole process. These people are going to watch these videos and they're going to learn how to do this. And then they're quickly going to realize, oh, this is a lot of work. I would rather focus on my core competency, which is my business. That is where you're going to then go and upsell them. Before we get there, before we even go to that, there's thousands of these keywords, literally thousands of these keywords that you could spend all day long making videos about. And so this in itself is its own business. YouTube in itself can be its own business. Being a creator can be its own business. And this is a way to create your first revenue while you're building up your clientele. So when we think about how all this fits together, you think about, oh, I have the YouTube video, and then that leads into me getting clients. And those two things together are incredibly valuable because at a core, a company is just having something that people want to buy and being able to sell it. And what we're talking about here is solving both of those problems with a business that, again, you can start from anywhere. You're going to be running a social media management company. So you're growing this YouTube channel just like I am. Go to subscribe right now to get more content like this. I give you startup ideas and growth tactics. That's the only things I talk about. So go subscribe right now with the button below. But you're making this revenue from these videos. Then what you can also do is have a call to action to sub to your newsletter. So you can grow that newsletter, which then allows for you to sell ad space on that newsletter as time goes on. The other thing that you can do is within the videos, you can also do affiliate. So you can drive traffic to other companies that will pay you money for the people that you get to sign up for it. So again, when we look at these keywords, we're talking about a really high intent audience, right? They are trying to figure out, how do I do social media for pest control or social media as a tradesman, etc. So if you give them a step-by-step playbook on how to do that for themselves and show them, oh, cool, here's Hootsuite or here's later.com. You can go use this as your scheduling tool. You're going to naturally drive traffic to these affiliates and make commissions off them. And that's how that whole playbook works. This is why there's hundreds of creators that are doing this, right? They make the YouTube videos, they grow their email newsletters, and then they do affiliates within the videos. So they do those sponsored ads. All right. So you start getting thousands of views on your videos. And naturally, what's going to happen from that is you're going to get outreach of people asking you, hey, can you do this for myself? And I would just use a free form. Just set this up within your YouTube video and have a call to action within those YouTube videos. If you want me to do this for you, reach out with the form below. And what you'll naturally start to see is that people are going to watch you go through this whole process. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend time doing this. Can I just outsource this or to somebody or to a company to manage this for me? And so a free tool that you can use to create forms and then also collect all of these inbound leads is something called Tally Forms. It's free to set up, and you just would provide that link within the description of that video. So again, as you're educating them, as you're getting further along with these amount of videos that you're creating, you're just going to naturally get inbound. And what's great is this content is evergreen content, right? You're going to make this once and it's going to last you for forever. You're going to be able to get leads off of the same video indefinitely into the future. So if you're a creator and you're trying to figure out how to start this, what you need to do is just every day you sit down and you make a video for the next 180 days. And I'm not saying that this is easy. This is actually incredibly hard to do, and most people cannot do this. But if you can do this, I guarantee you, you will build a company that is easily making 10 grand a month with you doing freelance work and the revenue you're getting off your newsletter and the revenue that you're getting off of your YouTube channel and the revenue that you're getting off of affiliate. And 10 grand a month is on the low end. This is like way more in the 20 to 30 grand a month range, just talking about what I'm doing here. So let's talk about the finances of this when you're doing your freelance work. You want to sell them a package that makes sense for them on a monthly retainer, a price that is high enough that you only need less than 8 clients to make $10,000 a month. So what does that look like then? And why I say 8 clients, it gets very hard to start managing. Once you get past 8 clients or even 10 clients, it's hard to manage all of them simultaneously. That's when you're going to need a team. And the next part of this video, we're going to talk about how to structure that. But until we get there, we're just going to talk about it in the simpler form. So I'm going to go and I'm going to create, let's say I'm going to charge $2,000 a month. And in reality, what's you're probably going to be able to charge for this is probably $1,000 a month, and you do a post a day. And so then I'm going to go and I'm going to say, hey, we're going to sell this to 8 clients. So 8 clients at $1,000 a month, and I'm going to be making $8,000 a month. And over a year, that's $100,000 a year that you can make off of this. And the thing that I see so many people get wrong when they do this process is they don't make a system. What you need to create is a very standard package that you're selling. It's $1,000 a month, and we do 30 posts for you. Very cut and dry, very straightforward. And then a tool that you can go and use to actually schedule these out, and that we really like, and that my friend is building, is called Assembly. So Assembly is a social media scheduling tool. But what's great about them is you can schedule as a draft and then share it with your client for their approval. And so if you have a client that wants to see every post before it goes out, this is a way to do that. And this is totally doable. Everything that I'm talking about, I have done at some point within my career. And looking back, if I was telling my 20-year-old self what to do, or if I had to restart from zero, this is something that I would look at. This is something that I would think about doing, is this whole funnel, YouTube to freelance to agency to building some type of tool that makes money while I'm not working, while I'm sleeping. All right, so you've got your first 10 clients and it's going well, but you're getting more inbound leads, more and more inbound leads, because these videos, again, they're just going to constantly be trickling people into your funnel. And you're going to have so much volume that you can either decide, hey, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, or I can scale this up now into an agency. And if I scale it up into an agency, this is how you can really start to make significant money. And you're making money off of selling other people's time. That's actually what these productized service agencies do. So let's go back to our calculator. So say you as an individual could manage 6 different clients and you're charging $1,000 a month. So that's $6,000 a month. And you're going to go hire another social media manager to also manage 6 clients. So now you have 12 clients that are paying you $1,000 a month. So you're making $12,000 a month. And this social media manager that you're hiring, they only cost $2,000 a month. And this social media manager that you're hiring, they only cost $2,000 a month. And I'm going to show you how to actually hire these people and get good talent for this price point in just a second. But what this looks like before I get there is for every $6,000 of top line revenue that I'm creating, $2,000 of that is cost. That leaves me $4,000 that I just made without me personally having to do any work. And this is how a business functions. This is it in its simplest form. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You're just playing a margin game. What am I paying for the outcome? And can I charge more for that? And that's capitalism, baby. It's really how it functions. So let's scale this up. How do you make $60,000 a month? Say you had 80 clients. You're charging $1,000 a month a piece. So you're making $80,000. To manage those 80 clients, you're going to need 13 employees. And 13 employees, they're going to cost you $26,000 a month in payroll. So let's remember that number, $26,000. So you're making about $54,000 after your payroll with those 80 clients. And in reality, you can get a social media manager for about $1,500 is what we're seeing be the running rate. Cool. So how do you go find these people? You're going to go to this company, talentfiber.com. It's in the link below. You can reach out to them. And basically what they do is they're a headhunting service for global talent. They're going to help you find really unbelievable team members that live in the Philippines and that will work for your business, for your company, for your clients. All right. So you got this agency spitting off cash. You can now reinvest that cash into making a company and making some type of software company or another service that, again, makes you money while you're sleeping. So we want to build something that doesn't scale linearly with the amount of employees that are required. So as you add more clients, you have to add more employees. We want something that can scale infinitely without having to hire more people. Software is a great way to do this. Or a course is also a great way to do this. And that might actually be a better business, but we'll talk about both of them. So something you might discover is that people are constantly looking for social media hooks. They want a hook and script generator for their Instagram Reels, for their TikToks, for their YouTube Shorts, etc. So what you're going to go do is you're going to go make an AI-powered tool that uses something like ChatGPT or Claude to go and generate these scripts for people that are using the software. So you're going to need to go and design the software to begin with. It doesn't have to be complex. You can do what's called a wireframe. And a wireframe is just a super simple sketch of what you want the software to look like. And then once you've got the functionality kind of lined out, you could build this in PowerPoint. I've literally done this myself in the past. And then you talk through each of the slides talking about here's how this is going to function. Then you can go to a company like HTML Burger and you give them that final design, that final thing that you're trying to create, and they're going to go and write the code and build this tool for you. You do not go to a web dev shop like this unless you have that final idea completed, what you're trying to create materialized in some form that you can show other people. And that's how you build your first prototype. That's how you build your first piece of software. So often people have half-baked ideas that they're taking to an engineer to try to get them to flesh out the idea. No, do not do that. Have the idea fleshed out. Understand that there's an audience that already wants to buy this, which you should be able to do from your YouTube. And then that's when you go and you build this. You don't want to build this before. You're going to build demand. You're going to build trust before you even build this thing, before you're going to sell it before you even have it, is basically the idea. So while we were doing this video, we also identified another business opportunity that will allow for you to make money while you're sleeping. And that's creating social media courses for different subsets of businesses. So what I'm doing here again is I'm isolating social media course for XYZ, showing me all the long tail keywords related for that. And then I'm just sorting by which ones have the lowest keyword difficulty, which means that they're the least competitive. And you can see these here: social media for nonprofits, design for social media course that could just literally be showing people how to use Canva to build these out, copywriting for social media course. The list goes on and on. So what your YouTube videos can turn into is a top of funnel that drops people into a course that teaches them how to do social media management for their business. And that's another way to monetize this, thinking about these videos as the introduction to whatever this other thing is that you're trying to sell. And that's it. That's how you can make $60,000 a month with a business that takes zero startup costs to get going. You went from creating a YouTube account that does videos teaching people how to do social media. You then started doing freelance from the inbound leads you got from that channel, which then allowed you to scale up into running an agency, which then allowed you to go and create a course or create a piece of software that you can sell back to that same audience. I'm Cody Schneider. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Go follow me on Twitter, link in the description, and also go follow me on LinkedIn for more content like this. If you have questions about anything I talked about today, ask in the comments below. I'm happy to answer those. And if there's future videos that you want to see or different businesses that you want me to explore from a distribution standpoint, how should I market this, etc., comment that below as well.